Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the CattleFax Closing Bell. Carcass weights have increased consistently in the U.S. fed cattle population for the last 25 years. It's one of the industry's more dependable trends on an annual basis, with carcass weights from fed cattle increasing 10% since 1996. The industry analysts were counting on a carcass weight increase in 2012. However, the year-to-date increase has been more extreme than anticipated. Through the first 8 weeks of 2012, fed steers and heifers had an average carcass weight of 831 pounds, 12 pounds higher than the same period in 2011. The 1.5% increase in weight comes as packers have tried to manage boxed beef supplies by reducing slaughter levels. Fed steer and heifer slaughter is currently down 7.2% for 2012, but beef production is only down 5.4% due to increasing weights. The long-term trend of increasing carcass weight is linked to genetic improvement among the beef breeds, as well as better feed technologies. In the short term, a smaller percent of heifers in the fed mix, favorable weather, and less currentness in feedlot marketings lead to higher weights. An expansion mentality is starting to show in the data, with heifers currently running 1 percentage point below a year ago as a portion of the fed cattle mix. Also, winter weather's been largely favorable for feedlots in the Central Plains in 2012. Feedlot marketings became less current during the winter as packers reduced beef production, and therefore fewer opportunities to sell fed cattle. Carcass weights should begin to decline seasonally into the spring and summer months as the industry transitions to marketing more fed cattle that were placed as calves. However, the long-term trend should remain intact. CattleFax is currently forecasting carcass weights to be around 10 pounds higher in 2012. Trade volumes in the fed cattle market were light to moderate, with prices mostly steady to instances of $1 lower this week. Trade in the South was noted at $126 per hundredweight. In the North, trade was collected at mostly $126 to $127 per hundredweight on a live basis. Dress trade covered a full range of $200 to $203. The bulk of offerings were at $202 per hundredweight. Fed cattle and calves and slaughter cows were all quoted at mostly steady prices, with instances of $1 lower this week. Buyers remain interested in replacement cattle, however there is some resistance being noted after the recent market rally. The boxed beef cutout was $5 per hundredweight lower. Spot market volumes were light early, but clearance was stronger by the middle of the week. Demand, especially for chucks and round cuts, remains sluggish. However, loin and rib cuts generated stronger interest by later in the week. Spot corn futures advanced 20 cents per bushel this week, and prices increased for most grains due to export news. Looking to next week, the fed cattle market highs for the year were likely priced at $130 per hundredweight 2 weeks ago. Seasonally, prices should move lower from here, but a stronger boxed beef market can provide support. Live cattle futures prices were stronger early this week, but moved lower by the end of the week, resulting in a steady cash-fed cattle market. Expect fed cattle prices to trade near $126 per hundredweight next week. Demand for feeder cattle was mostly steady this week, with lower deferred live cattle futures and higher corn futures prices pressuring the market. Concern over tighter long-term supplies will continue to support the market, but prices will likely be steady to weaker going into the summer. Demand for calves continues to be strong, with warmer weather encouraging spring and summer pasture placements. Prices will likely continue their mostly steady trend in next week. Spot market wholesale beef prices have weakened as packers increased slaughter levels the last 2 weeks. Stronger sale volumes suggest the market's found a clearing price for burden inventories of end meats. With the packers in a favorable inventory position going into next week and spot market middle meat demand increasing, prices should be steady to higher next week. The choice cutouts expected to be valued at $190 to $193 per hundredweight, with select boxes trading at about $2 less. Spot corn futures prices pushed to the top of the trading range this week. Prices will continue to be volatile over the next few weeks, but expect spot market prices to move in a steady to higher pattern based on existing supply concerns. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com to become a member and receive the latest market news and analysis.
The beef business has never been for the faint of heart. For more than 40 years, CattleFax has led the way. We're the time-proven leader in research, analysis, and information, equipped with the industry's most powerful database. Become a member at CattleFax.com.